Here we are down on the river with Mr. Tim. Well, this is our second spot we've hit, and didn't do too hot on the first one, but we are on a recon mission, and we're checking out some banks that we don't normally get to hunt. We have walked this one here last year, and Tim found a pretty nice little birdie, but so far we've come up with a couple of flakes. And
we've been here a whole 10 minutes.
Been here, yep, Tim says we've been here a whole 10 minutes. But hopefully this bank's got some promise, and at least it's more flakes than we've seen on the last bank. So if we find anything, we'll be glad to show you. I did find a broken something or another on the last bank. If we get anything else, I'll put it up. All right, bye. Woohoo! Well, I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 3 something? 2 something?
3 something.
Man, I'll tell you what. We
211.
211. We did the sweat therapy today. It was the only thing we come up with. Broken knife. Pretty thin one, but still broken. And there's the first piece I found on that very first bank we was on. And it's broken too. Oh well. From Tim and I, we're out of here, going to the house. Alright, y'all take care. It's beer time?
Yes.
Beer 30?
Beer 30, old beer 30.
Alright. Alright, y'all take care, and I may add a little bit onto this. Hey, new video. This is September 10th, I think. And about 2 weeks after going out with Tim up on the river, and down here with my girlfriend. She's up there in the corner, and so far got a little broke. Ain't much to show. This one here looks like it might have some promise, if it's not another broke. Yep, looks like a little knife or scraper. Alright, well, we're not down here for too long, so if I get anything else, or if she's found anything, I haven't seen her in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but I'll show you. She's standing up there in the shade. It's the last day of our really warm stuff. It's gonna be like 86, 87 degrees today. And I tell you, I looked over here and thought I seen something there, but it's not. Alright, but anyhow, it's supposed to be in the mid to upper 70s and 80s next week, but unfortunately I'll be working my rear end off. Alright, we'll talk to y'all later, I hope. Bye now. Hey, let's see, where should I start? I put up those couple of little clips, and yeah, hunting's been pretty slow around here, and just now got one of my fields, the corn cut, and the dairy farmer saves the silage. So I got out for about an hour yesterday with my girlfriend, and didn't find a whole lot. She's been having some health problems, but she's doing a little better now. She didn't want to push it too much, but I was gonna add to the triangle challenge, and there's a triangle for you. Yeah, it's kind of a big triangle. But yeah, Ben and Mike, they they put up a challenge on some triangles, and we shown from some out their way, and I know that Ben's triangles are a little bit different, seeing that a lot of them are Yadkins, and I think he might have had a couple of Madisons or something in there. And then Brooksy was talking about his being Madisons and stuff, but Madisons, Fort Ancients, they all kind of fall about in the same category of Mississippian. And around here we find a lot of Fort Ancients and some Hamiltons and a few Madisons. And I'm just going to show you a couple that I've been fortunate enough to find over the years. And here's a nice big old black triangle. Now I don't consider this a Fort Ancient, because it's a little bigger than what we normally get down here or up here or wherever over here. Yeah, most of the triangles we get are these little Madisons and Hamiltons, and I think this would fall in the Hamilton part of it. And you think you had a hard time holding these things, Brooksy? Now when you got hands like feet like I do, they don't do too well. But this one here's a little find off the Ohio River. A little bit thicker, but still, and less than about 1/8 of an inch, I guess, back on that high spot. Then most of our triangles, which would fall in the Fort Ancient category, have some fine edge work on the edges, or serrations like ones I'll show you here in a second. But these things here are super thin. I mean, this thing here is thinner than a cracker. And a couple of them other ones, this little one here, as you can tell how small this is, it's just about the size of the end of my finger. These little things, turn them sideways, they, like Brooksy said, they just about disappear. And then, yeah, let me go to these here. This I consider a Fort Ancient point. I could be wrong, but that's what we call them. That's what I call it anyhow. But these are mostly river finds, because most of the fields that I hunt are daggone archaic and woodland sites. Mostly archaic more than anything. This one here's got a little damage on it, but yeah, I was just trying to pick out a few of them. But this here was gifted to me by Mr. Joe Tate, and it's a Fort Ancient knife. Come off of a Fort Ancient site, and as you can tell, it's got some rework done on the edges from, well, with it being wider at the base, it was resharpened in the haft. Couple of thin strikes, pretty thin base. Now the whole piece is actually pretty thin. It's probably 1/8 of an inch, about 1 3/4, 2 inches long. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we got these here. I believe this is a Hamilton. Hamiltons are usually much smaller than most of all the other ones that we find. But I just wanted to throw them out there and and let y'all see them. I did wind up getting me a new display case, and I got the felt on it and everything, and here I come down and inserted the 4 pieces that have the felt on them in there, and I went back upstairs, and my girlfriend asked me, she goes, aren't you gonna put some pieces in there? And or she says, now you got to fill it up. And I said, well, I think I've already done that. She says, you gotta be kidding, you only been down there 15 minutes. Well, shoot, I got boxes of stuff over there in the corner. I still got stuff up there, and still got stuff in there. But there's some spade or hose or spades, either one, a few celts, some pestles and grinding stones, axe preformed that bevel blade gave me when we were out hunting one time, some pitted stones, some matatis, and I'm thinking them are game balls. They're not daggone any kind of pestle. It's either an axe or a net weight I found down on the river, and some more pitted stones and stuff like that. A couple hammer stones in there. There's one from Ben out of North Carolina, that quartz one, and I think if I can manage to get this cover off without destroying everything. Somebody a while back posted a picture of an incised game ball. Now, I'm not an expert by any means, but his had, I think it was Jeff if I'm not mistaken, but his had one line going around it. This son of a gun's got 2. But I don't know. I thought it was cool. I kept it anyhow. So got a little spot for it right in the center there. But I'm not going to make this too long. And I will give a quick shot of a few more little triangles I got laying here. I'm going to get off of here, and I believe that came from T&K. But we will let you off of here, quit boring you to death, and hopefully I'll be able to get out and do some hunting again soon. I've got a couple of championships that I have to fish for some bass tournaments that we participate through the year. But after that, we're gonna try to get serious doing some rock hunting. Here's a couple cases that can come from Indian Trace. Got a few pieces in there. Then this is from Pesselman and Specs World. And then here's some repros that I've collected over the years. Got some pieces from Ken Wallace. Well, Ken Wallace is right there. Some Joe Tate stuff, a couple of Flint's balls, and another buddy of mine named Travis Robertson. But alright, I've gone on long enough. It's gonna be like a Brooksy video, 45 minutes and going strong. So we will let you go, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Alright, y'all take care, and I hope you're finding some good ones. Bye now.